you've written about affirmative action, especially how it relates to Harvard University. And can you tell us about that?
Right. So for decades now, Harvard has been discriminating against Asian American applicants, requiring them to have SAT scores that are hundreds of points higher than other racial groups. And for the applicants who do meet that criterion, they are then penalized in terms of personality rankings, which are subjective. So Asian applicants are seen as less likable or less respectable. And
so it's sort of like Harvard is kind of like a dating app in a way.
Swiping left.
Swiping left on Asian applicants.
So, my issue with it, I think it's important to offer support to groups that may be disadvantaged but I don't think it's appropriate to frame that as diversity and inclusion to hold back a group that's doing well. I don't think that's fair. It's blatant racism. But I'm absolutely amazed at how, I consider myself to be liberal, but how progressives seem totally okay with this.
How do you, if you have an actual situation where you're trying to do good and you're trying to help people that have been systematically oppressed and you're trying to turn that into explicit written rules, how do you do that without it turning into these rules now favor somebody explicitly based on race?
Well, now something that you're seeing in New York City, we have Mayor de Blasio wants to make some of the the specialized high schools in New York. He wants to open those up to more Hispanic and Black students who are who don't make up a large enough percentage of the student body. So at schools like Bronx Science and Stuyvesant. So ultimately, I think the way it's been working is there's like one test that you take, and then off that one test, you get into these specialized high schools, and if you don't get in, and that's basically it. And now they want to make it so that if you come in like one of the top of your class or something like that, they want to ease the requirements to get into these schools.
The New York Times editorial board a few months ago ran a piece on this, and there was one throwaway sentence in there that said that many of the Asian students, Asian families whose kids get into Stuyvesant and Bronx Science, something like, quote, scrimp on essentials like food in order to pay for test prep.
Right, they're not well off, they're just putting everything they got
scrimping
into
on food.
Scrimping on
right,
food.
this was in the same article that was clearly taking de Blasio's side and arguing that Asians, for some reason, are fundamentally incomparable to other groups of people, so that when Asians tend to be disproportionately successful despite coming here with very little, we should still view it as okay to say, well, Blacks and Hispanics need help that Asians don't need. Blacks and Hispanics can't be expected to do the same things there, so we need to change the whole standards.
Yeah, and I read another article that described it as gaming the system. That you have Asians who are gaming the system for this test by prepping for the test, and that's part of gaming the system. And I'm from New York originally. I'm from Queens. I ended up going to a Catholic high school, so I never took the test. But I'm totally prepared to be told that, hey Lou, you know what? You're not Stuyvesant material. Like, you're not good enough to be in this high school. And then you take that and like, okay, I'm going to find another way to make it through life without that. In the same way that I didn't get into Harvard or Yale or anything like that. So it's such I can't imagine being the young kid who gets into this school knowing that he's getting in because they've lowered standards. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you click the little bell to turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you really like the video, you can even support We the Internet TV on Patreon. Check out the link in the description below.